right, now we're on.
Welcome back to the usually free live from Sexton here in Lansing. We've got MitWest facing off against Capital. Reverse fixture, Capital defeat. Quick start. From right to with a good early save. Right back. As long as it's accepted. Starting second. Well,
Have you started the clock?
we'll throw from Brady. Break. By the line of Charles Holt. Both teams are key. It's true. Really spending. Back in the corner. Starting with subs here for MitWest. Game. Blowing and whistle. I'm trying to conduct his plays to go in the appropriate spaces since the ball's put back into play. Play reserves. Right on. What is it? So, of course. Scoring the goal for himself. MitWest falls in timeout.
Yeah. But oh, wait a minute.
It's like head coach for West Virginia. Juan is one mental reset from trying to put so Jerry. Put it out of bounds. Anything across and there's a deflection. Anything. First time today. With one, there it is. Getting MitWest won. We've been seeing some MitWest really lead. But it's sweet. Once they get this lead, intercept. Intended for me to carry this a little too far. Trying.
Come on. Let me.
Some discussion about if it's a corner or it's going to be MitWest goal kick. The referee calls it a capital corner. Good save by Nielsen, keeping under control of his foot. Ricky, as he does so often, trying to start the build-up of play. Continuing to receive the ball back. Anytime he gets the ball, he seems to have it very quickly there. Good split up the court. Rodriguez under a lot of pressure. David Riley and Eric Carey managing to win the ball back. Good ball in from Carey, but nobody was there for it. Labiki echoing a little bit of frustration to his players. We did see some of that frustration turn into a yellow card last time we were here in Lansing, but it was for dissent upon the referee, not his own teammates. Labiki echoing frustration to his players. Capital finding Brandau from that. He's now out of space. Thankfully, Storm Powers is there to guard that goal. Looking for Lincoln Martinez. Retains the ball. Doing a good job at maintaining possession here so far in this first half. Dictating the tempo, everything's been going at their pace. Capitals happy to sit back and try to catch them break quickly. Michael Rodriguez trying to get into some space, unable to go anywhere with it, but it is MitWest. Okay. Capital has a good chance on the break. Nielsen getting back into position. The attempted cross from Sammy Omar just had too much on it. Labiki was starting to play. Gets himself out of pressure from his own corner. Forces the ball out on the other side. Capital territory. Powers is starting to play. Storm with a good loaded ball, but it's intercepted by Labiki. Now, MitWest trying to break. Thankfully, can be cut out. So 1-2, and it's a great save by the rookie Dyke Nelson. Great save, shot from distance by Martinez. In control of this possession. Labiki acting for a 1-2 with Rodriguez. Pass just wasn't there. Quick distribution, Storm Powers. Omar for an attempted cross, just cut out. Now we'll be restarting MitWest ball in Capital territory.
Dyke Nielsen just at half court. I start to back up. Great dispossession from Juan Perez and finding an opportunity for a toe poke, but Holman Brandau coming out smartly to cut that off. Juan laying it off to Michael Rodriguez, who fires it just wide of the post. Carey starting with the ball in the space. Always laying it off for a 1-2 with Carey. MitWest puts it out for a capital kick. Carey approaching all this in conclusion. It's a good slide by Omar. A great save by Coleman. Brandau with some confusion. Now on the break, but MitWest breaking with a 3v2. Attempted square, but phenomenal passage of play. End-to-end stuff here in the answer. It was a fantastic double opportunity for MitWest. He's going to turn into a capital corner. There with a shot. Here we are in space. Good save by Brandau. Abu Khalif fires another save. Coleman Brandau having a phenomenal start to this half. Powers laying it off to Carey. Attempts a through ball with just a little too much on it. Under pressure, it goes out. It's capital ball. David Riley finding Brandau West a slight to keep under control. Mispasses, resulting in a MitWest possession. Tiki. His pass is intercepted by Carey. They're going to take that ball. A brilliant 1-2 by Labiki on Perez. Attempting shot. That's intended for David Riley, who would have a free shot on goal. Here's Carey to Riley, laying it off. I'm sorry, David Riley was captain. He was assist. So I think he wants to be deep in his own territory, dictating the play. Fired wide, like a deflection from Juan Perez's shot. Referee halting the play here to fix the goalpost. Now play can resume. Finds back up to the corner, it'll go out. No left to maintain possession. Pardon me, commentator's curse. It looks like possession will be switching. MitWest only having 3 subs. As we approach the halfway mark of this first half, they've done a great job at dictating the play. Will they have the substitutes and the stamina to maintain this? Especially if they maintain their lead, Capital is going to try to put more pressure on them. So they are right now putting the ball. Shot very easy for this to save. Ball now finds Abu. MitWest. Passing the ball fairly quickly. He can try to bring it under control, but it's just too high.
Then give me the.
Charlie carry down line. Attempts to lay it back off for Hull. Capital maintaining the ball. David Riley moving through traffic. Unable to keep it under control. Goal throw for MitWest. It'll be a Capital ball after Riley brings great pressure. Holt tries a toe poke. But again, easy for the goalkeeper, Dyke Nielsen. Be a foul on Holt as he runs through Juan Perez. Ball moving quickly. Storm Powers tries the shot. Omar Labiki's able to stay in front. Lincoln Martinez thinking about what to do. He finds Jared Gill. Attempts the shot, but Labiki's there. Keeps it under control.
Referee blowing the whistle for a corner for Capital. Charles Holt on the corner. Putting it in, Abu Khalif gets a touch on it, and that'll be his last bit of interaction right now as he is coming off for Josh Hahn. Capital calling a timeout. We will be back with you in just a moment.
At Art and Jake's, we're raising the bar. Upscale food, unbeatable game day atmosphere, and over 80 TVs so you always have a front row seat to the action. Art and Jake's. Great food, great fans, great memories.
Oh, there's some. Test it real quick. Alrighty. Capital retaking the field. Getting some adjustments done. Trying to get a foot back into this game before the end of the first half. 8:23 to go. Still plenty of time. And it will be Jarrett Gill resuming the play with a kick in. Check that. Charles Holt, a little bit of trickery there. Going out for another Capital kick. This time it'll be Lincoln Martinez to Riley, finding Holt, who's thinking about the shot from distance. Looked like it was a cross intended for Martinez. Ball going to Holt. Easily finds the hands of Dyke Nielsen. Josh Hahn moving the ball up the field, finding Marco Montañez. It'll be a foul on, it's like that was Michael Rodriguez. That'll be two quick fouls in succession. Capital protesting. Capital not really happy with that decision, but it looks like it will be falling on deaf ears on the referee. Marco Montañez Finding Dike Nielsen, who finds Montañez back. Trying a 1-2 perhaps. Nope. It'll be Juan Perez playing a little bit of potential confusion. It works out in their favor for MitWest. The attempted 1-2 just misread. Jared Gill moving quickly down, finding David Riley for a cross, almost going into the goal, finding the side netting. That could have been a fortunate deflection. It'll just result in a corner kick. David Riley finding looks like there was another foul as Coleman Brandow was lining up. A little bit of arguments with the referee. That could just be from Capital's frustration of not being able to get back into this game. MitWest has been doing a very good job at mitigating their attacks. Brandow finding Martinez. Riley was in position for that through ball, just couldn't get his foot over it, and it goes high above the bar. MitWest playing themselves into a little bit of pressure, but they're able to get out of it. Eric Carey with a good tackle to put it out of bounds. Labiki finding Montañez, gets it back, works his way up the field. Just too much on that pass from Rodriguez. Montañez not able to get on it. Sammy Omar moving the ball well, finding Eric Carey, who's going to line up a shot. It's high and wide. That was Mike. Sammy Omar moving the ball well, finding Eric Carey, who's going to line up a shot. It's high and wide.
At Art and Jake's, we're raising the bar. Upscale food, unbeatable game day.
Going at it. It comes out MitWest ball. He finds Labiki, who moved the ball forward, but Eric Carey's there to cut it out. Storm Powers will be getting us restarted here. Who finds Carey? Quick shot, and Labiki's there, but it'll result in the goal kick. Brandow gets the ball back in. Too much for Carey, but Labiki's able to get there, and it is a foul on Labiki. Sammy Omar finds a wide open Storm Powers, who shoots it right into the back of Juan Perez. He will get us restarted. That's right across the goal line. Jared Gill still battling with Rodriguez. Ball over the top. Sammy Omar puts it out. I'll be restarting essentially a corner. The referee is telling them that it was a kick in, not a corner, and the ball needs to be moved a little bit farther back. Abdelas Abu finds Rodriguez. Ball's now with Labiki, holding it up well under pressure. Labiki gets the ball back centrally in space. Can't find Rodriguez's run. Puts it out behind him. Ethan Ryder's ball just unable to find Sammy Omar. Play will be stopped. Looked as though Abu Khalif took a bit of a hit and will now require a sub. A couple of players getting some moments to strategize, and we'll restart with Nielsen's throw in. Brandau finding Omar. Ryder's ball once again not finding anybody. Going out for a kick MitWest's way. Rodriguez tries to get the ball up and out, but it just results in a free kick going the other way. Pardon me, a kick in. Powers pass intercepted. He's able to stop the counterattack. And he gets a little bit lucky with a deflection, and it's going to be a capital corner. Or capital kick in. Ryder finding Brandau. Finds Powers with a quick little flick that MitWest is able to keep. There's a tussle between Jared Gill. Potential shove. Plays allowed to resume. Labiki finding Rodriguez. Capital trying to put them under pressure. MitWest handling it well. Labiki with the attempted overhead ball. Goes just a bit too high. Sammy Omar with a great job finding space for a shot, but it's just going to hit the side netting. Sammy Omar. Labiki in his own half, under pressure, able to stay out of it, but it's going to go out of play. Jared Gill's able to go all the way back. Ethan Ryder is going to find Omar. Can't quite get the touch on it, and it'll result in a quickly taken goal throw. Seen with Juan Perez up against two Capital defenders. Perez claiming a foul. Referee wants nothing to do with it. Jared Gill finding Omar. Fortunate for Gill. That's a great sliding defensive play. And now MitWest is able to counter. Capital doing a good job at throwing a body in front to prevent a second goal. Just under 4 to go here in Lansing. Labiki holding up play. Attempted a scissor kick there, just couldn't quite get it off. Brandau looking for the quick ball to Ethan Ryder. Going to switch the play to David Riley. Ryder gets the ball back. He finds Eric Carey with a miscued pass to Gio Alvarado. Rodriguez gets the ball into play, and he'll take his space. That's something that MitWest is doing really well. Not just finding feet, but their off-the-ball movements and getting in behind. As Labiki able to get past Ryder into space for a shot, but it'll just result in a corner. Labiki putting it in, miscued pass. And if they can get the ball back in quickly, they are into MitWest territory. Martinez starts the play, finds Eric Carey. Quickly across the ball, Martinez with a quick little poke. Good save, Dikey Nielsen. Who, on the second time of asking, is forced to just kick the ball up and out and relieve that pressure. David Riley finding Carey. Intern Martinez. Carey with the shot, always rising. Long goal throw. Find Omar Labiki. It's dispossessed, but MitWest is able to get the ball back. Good fight for the ball. MitWest will retain possession. MitWest holding up the ball well. He's going to want to get rid of it. Instead, he's able to get out of space himself, bring the ball forward before being dispossessed by Gio Alvarado. Puts the ball out with a heavy touch. Well, this Riley set up for a shot. Good save by Nielsen. This increasing pressure is exactly good. They're going to want to continue to do that into the second half as well. Brandau with a left-footed pass to Alvarado. MitWest able to clear. Labiki getting rid of the ball. Finding Rodriguez. Up to Perez. Now Capital has a chance. They give the ball away. Perez taking his space. Sam Al getting some action. If MitWest can continue to play like this the rest of the game, I think they'll be very happy with a 1-0 lead at halftime. Holman Brandau getting the ball up to Lincoln Martinez. It's intercepted, but Gio Alvarado bites and wins a corner. Gio misplacing his pass, giving possession away back to MitWest. We'll find Sam Al and go all the way back to Rodriguez. Martinez is able to find Riley, who goes back to Carey, taking his space for a shot. High and wide. Well, 59 seconds. Capital want to continue to put on that momentum and try to find a goal. Labiki gets out of bounds but takes a shot anyway, finding the side netting. MitWest just want to mitigate this pressure and get to halftime so they can reset and strategize Carey. Unfortunately, a wasteful shot high and wide, but it will stop the clock. A good goal throw to Labiki, whose touch takes him too far away. Carey now with the ball. Maintaining possession. Lincoln Martinez. Riley putting the ball out of play. Montañez finds Labiki, who in turn finds Montañez back. Just seeing that clock out until halftime. Josh Hans finding Rodriguez, who's holding the ball well. Hahn gets the ball back under pressure, but is able to maintain it. There's a bit of a jersey tug. Advantage looks to be played. And that'll bring us to halftime. MitWest 1, Capital 0. We're going to take a halftime break, and we will be with you at the start of the second half.
At Art and Jake's, we're raising the bar, upscale food, unbeatable game day atmosphere, and over 80 TVs so you always have a front row seat
cocking a little bit. If you want to start cocking a little bit, probably want to take them off your ears.
Test, test.
Just talk about the next half.
Alrighty. As we look back at the first half, some of the things that MitWest did really well is I think they were able to hold ball up, maintain possession. And not only that, but they were doing a great job at forcing Capital to come to them. They were required to play on the defensive and only be able to counterattack. As we start this second half, most notable change is in goal is Darwin Bostwick out with Coleman Brandow. We'll be seeing if MitWest can maintain this lead and continue to dominate the possession and dictate the flow of the game, or if Capital can have a reversal of fortune and similar to last week when they were down, come storming back with a couple goals unanswered and secure their victory for their own. Both teams needing a win to get their season back on track. We should be starting here in just a few moments. Both teams getting ready for the second half to get underway. 20 minutes. Charles Holt with the stutter step. Labiki falling for it. Quick interception by Juan Perez, almost resulting in a dangerous opportunity early in the second half. Possession switching to Capital. Darwin Bostwick, goalkeeper, getting involved. They're flying their keeper now. Across the goal, David Riley to Eric Carey. They're flying their keeper now. Across the goal, David Riley. And if you are a Capital player or coach, that is exactly the scenario that you were hoping for. And now it'll be interesting to see, how does MitWest respond to this early blow? Bostwick finding Carey to get the game back, getting himself into space for another cross in. Capital is putting MitWest under phenomenal amounts of pressure very early on. Charles Hall trying to get the ball in. MitWest is able to clear it. Hall trying to switch the field. Bostwick was just a little bit farther behind. Dykey going to be taking the kick in. He's looking for Juan Perez. Is able to get out of that pressure and avoid a counterattack. Labiki on the ball right now. Switching the field to Rodriguez. Taking his space. Creating space for a shot. Eric Carey is able to get in front of it. And now Ethan Ryder on the counterattack. Good passage of play. Ethan Ryder buries it. Phenomenal tiki-taka between Eric Carey, David Riley, and then again, Ethan Ryder. This early pressure really paying off for Capital. MitWest are going to want to do something to respond here now. It's a complete reversal of fortune. High press. Ethan Ryder finding David Riley. Again with the save. Phenomenal job by Dikey Nielsen to keep his team from going 3-1 down within a minute and a half. Bostwick thinking about the shot, finding Eric Carey instead. Will switch the field to David Riley, puts a shot in. Nielsen with the save. Instead, will switch the field to David Riley, puts a shot, taking the corner. Referee stopping real quick. Again, to adjust those goalposts. And now we can resume. Bostwick's found. He switches the field for Ryder. Puts it in for David Riley. Sammy Omar is found. A little bit of mayhem at the back there. The rollout was blocked, but he did a good job keeping his body big to prevent any dangerous situation. Labiki going downfield, surging. Just a little too much. Quick capital restart. David Riley finding Carey. Ethan Ryder from the top. He'll have a good shot. Good kick save by Dikey Nielsen. Storm Powers, ball gets away from him, but he intercepts that crucial pass. Jarrett Gill finding Riley. They're somehow able to maintain possession of the ball. Omar kicks the ball off a MitWest player, and they are maintaining possession with the kick in. Omar finding Riley. A little too much. Labiki is able to get out of it, and he's calling it back for a foul on Sammy Omar. We're seeing an indirect free kick here, and will be taken by Dikey Nielsen. Play can resume. Nielsen with the shot. Good kick save by Bostwick, but he's out of goal. Nielsen. They're able to get bodies in front of that shot. Now Sammy Omar with the shot. It'll go wide. There's been a much different half than we saw at the start of the game. Seemingly all capital with a few hints of a MitWest threat. Jarrett Gill on the outside with a left-footed shot. Deflection off of Montañez. Goes into the side netting. Omar to Bostwick. Gets a shot off. And he's out of position. Nielsen tries the quick punt, but it's off target. Lincoln Martinez taking his space. He finds Powers. Labiki in front of Powers' attempted pass. So we'll only see a kick in. Sammy Omar is found, intercepted by Rodriguez with a quick toe poke. High and wide. Bostwick would be happy to see that off target. Jared Gill getting them out of a threatening position. 1-2 with Martinez. Can't keep the ball under control. MitWest maintaining possession. No foul. Montañez. Good save. And the shot by Rodriguez is high and wide. A lot of collisions early on. This is a very physical, dynamic. Juan Perez finds Labiki. The fake shot. Martinez staying disciplined. Capital reinforcements arriving. Foul called against Capital. MitWest trying to take advantage and have a quick shot. Bostwick trying to set up his wall. It'll be interesting to see, is Labiki going to go for a shot, or is he going to try to find another set of feet? With a shot into the bodies. And miscue from Nielsen trying to bring the ball under control. Thankfully, that ball was going wide. We'll restart. Rodriguez finding Perez. Another foul in the first 5 or so minutes. Rodriguez and Perez, both from Caracas, melding together well on this team. Martinez trying to find Charlie Holt, intercepted with a quick little volley by Perez. But once again, always high and rising. Quick throw out wide. Holtz found it. Attempting to find Martinez again. It's cut out. Rodriguez finding Labiki with a quick little cross. Miscued. You'd have to say, I think MitWest has done a good job at crawling back from the pressure that they were put under early. And they're getting back into the swing of things. That's Perez trying to get the ball out of there, but it's just pokes. He gets the ball back. Oh, miscue and carry with a golden opportunity from a heavy touch from Nielsen. And miscue and carry with a golden opportunity from a heavy touch from Nielsen. He against Holt. Holt forcing him wide. Martinez tracking the run of Montañez. Now, Sam Al. MitWest moving the ball well. Capitals defense staying disciplined. Ethan Ryder cuts out Montañez's pass, and it'll be a foul on Eric Carey from Omar Labiki. A little bit of input from the crowd. And that'll be MitWest's first foul this half. Martinez and Ryder both over this. There's some discussion on whether Charlie Holt's impeding on the wall of MitWest. Referee's saying it's okay. Ryder with the fake. Gets it back from Martinez. But quickly sorted out by the goalkeeper Nielsen. Counterattack stopped. And MitWest, again, calling an early timeout this half. Second. All righty. Players taking the court once again. We're getting ready to resume here. Both teams had a chance to reevaluate their tactics and approach. As Capital tries to build on their lead, MitWest tries to get back into the game and retake the lead. Martinez finding carry well with the volley high and wide. Doing a good job, Martinez with the flick to find carry in space. Quick throw in to find Labiki. Moving through the field. Good one, too, with Labiki. But he just finds a side net. Bostwick will find Ryder, who in turn finds carry up the field. Makes a little bit of space for a shot. Ryder stopping that counterattack. Perez finding Labiki with a left-footed shot, side netting. Bostwick almost running out of time on that restart. Labiki put Martinez under pressure. Ryder trying to find an Omar. Ooh, a long-distance shot from Montañez. Easily sorted by Bostwick, who finds David Riley. He has his pocket picked. He responds with a good tackle to prevent a shot. Nielsen on the kick in, finding Labiki. Backfield. Ryder defending tight. Good toe poke into the far net. Bostwick beat for the first time this half. We're defending tight. Good toe poke into the opportunistic toe poke there. Now the next goal could be really valuable with taking the lead and maintaining this momentum. Powers fouling Perez and getting a yellow card for it. Perez helps to his feet. He gives a thumbs up that he's all clear. Labiki will take this kick. Jared Gill in the wall. MitWest organizing. Labiki with a shot. Good parry by Bostwick. And then the follow-up by Montañez. Dealt with by Sammy Omar. Quick corner. Riley stepping up. Labiki on the ball. Here's Riley defending MitWest's potent attack. Moving the ball, getting into space well. Jared Gill's forced to clear it up and out of the field. MitWest surging forward with numbers. Cut out by Omar, who's now got a chance for a counter on his own. Going into Riley and cut out well by Nielsen. Riley thinks that the kick in is his, and he's correct. Finds Gill. Storm Powers. Sammy Omar gets around his mark. Ball's cut out, intercepted. Capital maintained possession. Omar trying a flick. Labiki cuts it out, but it will result in Capital ball. Sammy Omar on the kick. Finds Gill, who's got a toe poke it away. Is finding Omar from Storm Powers, getting around the keeper and just having to pass it into the net. A well-worked pass. Defending Storm Powers, getting around the keeper. Half. MitWest once again, going a goal behind. Labiki trying to quick little, the touch, opportunistic, very hectic, very crowded, but they are able to clear their lines. Nielsen finds Hahn. Has a 1-2 opportunity with Sam Al. Intercepted. Jarrett Gill looking to find Halt, the heel of Labiki. And then Gill will touch it out for a goal kick. Halt and Labiki going at it. Labiki with the 1-2 coming away successfully. Rodriguez getting double teamed. And Charlie Halt poking it off of Rodriguez. Another wayward pass. Bostwick constantly communicating with his defense, trying to organize them as well as the rest of the players. Carey putting Rodriguez under pressure. It does go off of Rodriguez for a capital ball. Carey getting us restarted here. Going all the way back to Ethan Ryder. Taking space for himself, finding Carey. Doesn't quite have his feet sorted out. Labiki, the opportunity on the counterattack. Josh Hahn just can't bring it under control. Runs into the wall. Quick goal kick. Ryder finding Riley. Switching the field to Halt. Attempted field switch. Wayward kick. Gifting Capital possession back. Carey finds Riley, who gives the ball back to Carey. Working the ball upfield. Labiki very upset, thinking that the ball went off of a Capital player. Referee seeing it the other way. Ryder with the ball. Still maintaining possession, creating space for a left-footed shot into the side netting. Bostwick demanding his players get back to avoid any potential counterattack goals. Rodriguez doing a good job keeping the ball under possession, even with 3 players around him. Labiki gets the ball at the top of the box, courtesy of Montañez. Labiki gets the ball from Montañez, holding it up. Capital trying to avoid a foul. Slide shot from Charlie Halt, easily collected by Nielsen. Labiki finding Rodriguez. He'll take the shot. Charlie Halt gets in the way, and he'll sub out. That'll be his last contribution for the moment. Labiki smashes it against the post, gets the ball back in a double hit. Bostwick there. There's some confusion about whether or not the ball is going to be a goal kick or a corner. The referee's insisting that it went out before it touched him. Referee calling the play back. Behind that is it was a double touch from the corner kick taker before anybody else touched it. So he's giving an indirect free kick to Capital. A lot of confusion between the players. Carey will get us started. Bostwick will find Martinez. Trying a side foot shot. Storm Powers trying to interrupt the quick distribution. Capital having to defend. Perez. Double teamed. Josh Hahn dispossessed. Capital have to be very careful. They've accumulated 4 fouls this far. Powers being cautioned, saying he's on his last warning. Bostwick trying to be the voice of reason to get his players under control. Gill trying to battle Rodriguez. Labiki able to flick Rodriguez into space with a good pass. A great save by Bostwick. Marco Montañez in space, getting the shot off, but Bostwick smartly over into space. Labiki able to flick Rodriguez into space with a good pass. A great save. He'll retain possession. Nine minutes remaining. Nielsen finding Labiki from a shot from distance. Bostwick bobbles it, but is able to keep it under control. Looking for a quick throw to Martinez. And Nielsen is fouled, the goalkeeper, by Martinez on that attempted distribution from Bostwick. Rodriguez finding Labiki. Finding Rodriguez back. Those two have been phenomenal today. I think undoubtedly Labiki and Martinez have been the most influential for MitWest tonight. Nielsen taking the kick to Labiki. Labiki finding Montañez, who shifted into space. Ball goes back to Rodriguez. Montañez finding Nielsen to Labiki with a little flick. Just not able to be under control. Bostwick collects easily. Martinez to Omar. Maintaining possession, finding Powers. Switching the field. Good give and go with Jarrett Gill, but it's collected by the goalkeeper. Good tackle by Sammy Omar on Rodriguez. And Labiki bundles into Omar. Omar's not happy about it. And Labiki will get a yellow card for his actions. Important to know that'll be the second time in 2 games against Capital he's received a yellow card. Both teams on 1 yellow card. There's a bit of a scuffle between Labiki and Gill. Some crowd participation about their frustration. More interactions between Gill and Labiki. The referee coming to try to sort it out. A lot of growing discontent here. Bostwick really vocally trying to get into his player to stay calm, keep a cool head. Storm Power is just waiting to take the kick. Takes it from distance, forces a save from Nielsen. Now Gill will be able to put the ball back into play. They'll find Powers. Quick little attempt to Omar, but it goes high and wide, and it'll result in a goal throw. Sammy. We see Abu Khalif back in action. Martinez tries a shot. It'll be the side netting. Nielsen had it covered. Labiki in free space. Capitals finally retreated back. Now Rodriguez finds Labiki again. Keeping the ball well. Juan Perez. Rodriguez. Tries the flick to Labiki. They've been so in sync today, but just not that time. We're in for a very tense final 7 minutes here as David Riley finds Martinez, looking for Ryder, tries the cross back to David Riley, and Riley is going to get a talking to from the referee. He feels that he slowed down the play, and he'll see himself enter the book. That yellow card again elicits another animated crowd reaction. Play will restart. Ryder putting pressure on. Able to get a shot off, but Juan Perez recovers well to get his body in the way. Abu Khalif will give him a high five. Powers. Ryder takes a couple touches to find space, finds Powers back, attempting to find Riley across the goal. It's intercepted. Labiki now with an opportunity. Halt against Labiki. And that'll be the 5th foul. Charlie feeling when he got the ball, Charlie Halt, Omar Labiki, less than pleased. Labiki passes it off to Martinez with the shot. Couple deflections there in between all the bodies in the box. So good poke by Perez. David Riley. Storm Powers with the shot. Nielsen was able to have it covered. Bostwick flying up. Asking for the ball, and he'll get it. He switches. Back to Eric. Ethan. Looking for Hall, just can't get it under control, and will go out for a MitWest kick-in. MitWest saying they only need one more foul. Carey clearing it. Martinez bringing it under control. And Perez goes down asking for a foul, the referee not having it. Hauled on the cross to Carey with the header, easily collected by Nielsen. Ethan Ryder just shielding Labiki. Now David Riley has a chance. Attempted flick by Charlie Halt. Rodriguez. Ball going out of bounds. A little bit of physicality going on between the two. Riley found quickly, attempting the pass. Can't keep it under his control. Labiki finding Perez on the far side, getting into space, and he'll be taken down. And that'll be the 6th foul. And another yellow card for Capital, brandished to Eric Carey. That's 3 yellow cards for Capital tonight. Just the 1 for MitWest. Rodriguez against Bostwick. Bostwick asking for clarification. Players asking for positioning clarification. Rodriguez just patiently waiting to strike the ball. MitWest with a great opportunity to get back into this game and tie it up at 3-3. Rodriguez approaching for the kick. Bostwick coming out, and a great save. Darwin Bostwick smartly cutting down that angle. It stays 2-3 with 5:30 to go. Labiki trying a quick corner. Now there's a chance for a counterattack. David Riley to Carey with a left-footed shot. That'll be just wide. From one end to the other, 2 phenomenal opportunities The scoreline stays 2-3. Ryder puts the ball out. Labiki finding his keeper. Gets the ball back. Ryder just trying to stay in front of Labiki. He's done a great job to dance around with his shot being put out by Eric Carey. Corners played. Sam Al attempted appeals for handball. Referee's not saying anything, and Capital looking to break. Has his pocket picked. Bostwick put out, but he does a great job. Last-ditch diving effort to stop that last little poke that Labiki needed. Perez bringing the ball back. It's going to be going out for Labiki, able to flick Rodriguez into space with a good pass. A great save by Bostwick. Perez. Bit of a physical game. Just trying to avoid the foul. Ethan Ryder has his opportunity brilliantly stopped by Nielsen. And now MitWest are able to hopefully capitalize on opportunity. Charlie Hall took a stumble and then was able to get back up and block the shot of Perez. Labiki with quick feet, trying to find an opportunity. MitWest staying in front for now. Labiki is pushed over by Jarrett Gill. Fouls given. Labiki able to flick Rodriguez into space. Tensions are running really high between the players. Jarrett Gill appeals, but takes it well. Can Bostwick make a second save? This time, Omar Labiki comes out with a shot. Another save! 2 penalty saves in quick succession. Capital has to be a little bit more disciplined. Powers picks the pocket of Perez. Referee blowing his whistle to have a discussion with Powers. He's got to be careful. Referee's telling him to be smart. He's already been booked. Nielsen with a long goal throw. Poked out for a shot that's wide. Bostwick's happy to see go that way. Jared Gill. He'll be taking the kick in. Bostwick frantically telling his players that they need to be very careful and have some defensive discipline. Perez almost picks the pass from Martinez. Gill finding Omar in front of goal. Storm Powers open, but he puts it wide. Chance squandered. Will that be the difference that decides the results of this game? Clear, loud appeals for handball. Referee's not having any of it. He's saying that it was in a natural position. Labiki finding folks in space, attempting a toe poke. Sammy Omar beating Perez 2-on-1. Storm Powers, great save by Dikey Nielsen. May be called upon again, and Omar can't keep his footing. Goal throw is taken. Labiki's found. Holding his ground well. Referee calls a corner. Labiki finds Perez at the top of the box. Tries to flick it in, but it's taken well by Lincoln Martinez. Omar with an easy tap in. Nielsen hung out to dry, did his best, but he never had a chance. Capital. Beaky able to flick Rodriguez into space. 4-2. A growing frustration for this MitWest team who has done so much hard work to try to claw themselves back in the game, only to see their distance to tying the game extended. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Omar blasts the ball out of play. Martinez will get us restarted. Pardon me, Rodriguez. Martinez was holding him up. Powers intercepts the ball. Falls nicely for him. There's a deflection. The goalkeeper is getting wide to cover any shot on target. Beaky able to flick Rodriguez. We're in for an exciting 2.5 final minutes of this game. It's been much more competitive than the last time they faced off 3 weeks ago. And then another opportunity across the face of goal. Omar just couldn't get his foot to the ball. Now Rodriguez. Smartly holding the play up, Capital, but Rodriguez able to get the ball back with some help from Abu Khalif. Montañez being held up by Gill. Montañez will be pushing Gill over to get another foul. Ryder with the ball. Tries an interception. Abu Khalif able to intercept. Nielsen attempting the long throw, cut out by Ryder. He'll be looking for that shot as he so often does, and a flash wide. Abu Khalif finds Montañez. Rodriguez looking to make something happen here. Pockets being picked. Omar has the ball. Will he go for it alone? Look for carry. Abu Khalif able to get a foot on it and send it out of bounds. Darwin Bostwick asking for him to slow it down. They've got a much higher interest on just draining the clock out. Ryder finds carry. And now we're in a 2v1 situation. Ryder's able to get it smartly put out by Sammy Omar, who is facing a 3v1, 3v2 counterattack. Now they have time to get back. Abu Khalif switches the field to Dike Nielsen. Little mishap from Rodriguez, but he's not under any pressure. Sense of urgency from the MitWest bench to try to get up the field and make something happen. He appeals for a handball. Referee says natural position. Capital has the kick in. Bostwick just trying to put it out from distance. Rodriguez with a shot. Good block from Carey. MitWest doing a good job to just stay in front and force them to eat up as much time as possible. 44 seconds left. There's still plenty of time for MitWest to get back into this game, but they need to make something happen soon. Charlie Hall switching to Ethan. Back to Hall, and it fizzles just wide. Nielsen playing out quickly. Eric Carey picks the pocket. Unable to find Hall, who would have had a free shot on goal. Abu Khalif switching to Rodriguez. Finding space for a shot. Bostwick puts it down. Dike Nielsen trying to get involved on that follow-up shot. Sam Al finds his goalkeeper. Keeper's out. Bounce. David might be chasing it, and he puts it high. 10 seconds left. As soon as we're done. Abu Khalif finds Sam Al. He maintains the ball. Nielsen with an opportunity. And that'll be game, folks. MitWest getting the double victory. I'm sorry, Capital getting the double victory over MitWest. Second time in 2 weeks. Bouncing back from a defeat last week. Folks, before we go, I just want to give a quick shout out to Devon and Tavon Woods, also known as the Twin Gang. Devon and Tavon have been walking around the country for 4 years in honor of foster kids. They were also a part of the foster system. Some of the things that they do is make music, walk the country, modeling, and acting. I'm going to hand it over to them to give a quick little shout out about who they are and what they're here to promote.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Davon and Tavon. But yeah, we do some of everything, mainly walk around the country and on our foster kids. We've been doing that for the last 4 years. So it's definitely been a blessing to be able to do that, travel the world, experience some different things, and be able to be a voice for the kids. Yeah, man, it's dope being out here. Seeing this type of sport is very interesting. I have fun watching it. I just think the love for Lansing. So yeah, wrapping it up. But yeah, this is our first time to a game like this. Definitely appreciate the opportunity. But yeah, we just two young men that been through a lot and just doing positive things. So we ask that you all follow us on social media, Davon and Tavon Woods, Google to be able to learn about what we do and everything that we have coming up soon. So thank you guys so much.
Watching alongside us, pregame for both teams. We hope to see you again soon, next couple weeks here from Lansing. Have a good night.